Hello and welcome to another video. I'm sorry but I didn't manage to do anything last week, but this week we are almost at the end of our trip, and so I'm just going to update you.
Hello there, I'm Andrew and I've wanted to build a villa on the Algarve for many years. I can't quite believe it is finally happening. Please follow me on my quest to make a net zero home in the Algarve.
So plenty of stuff has happened, and some of what we've done and some of what the builders have done. So I'll start with what we've done and I'll show you. As you see, I managed to put the TV up, and there it is on the wall, and it's quite hard to believe if I step back here and sit down on the sofa, and that is a 65-inch TV, but it doesn't look big in this room. And now I'll show you the kitchen, because that's something that as you know from my last video, the family worked really hard on this, and I helped, but I was mainly doing all the lighting, and I'll show you that in a minute. But here is the kitchen, and it's pretty good, isn't it? And we've got, if we come over here, if I take you here, there is the cooker, and just here is the towel rail. We've got the dishwasher here, and that's been really useful as we have no sink downstairs at the moment. And all we need now is the worktop to be put on. This is going to be the breakfast bar. Kim's already put a load of wood down the side, which then gives us a sort of something to kick against once we're in the on the breakfast bar, I should say. So I'm pleased with how all that's gone. Very little to do there now. Now I'll show you all the lights. We also have half a shower unit, although this is better than the other bathroom in that we've got two screens up now, but they are just put in place so that we can actually use the shower, because we are missing the bits to finish this shower enclosure. This big box contains the mirror that should be in here, but unfortunately, as you can see, there's windows above, and when we measured it, we cannot get that mirror in, so we have to think of another way around this. Also, as you see, the shower is in, but there's no shower screen. And the shower screen is apparently lost, but we think that it is probably still in the warehouse and they haven't found it. And a bit of an update on how the house is coping with the outside temperatures. What we have is very little air movement within the house, no drafts that I can feel. And we sit around about 18 degrees. If the sun shines, then the south of the house goes to 20, 21 degrees, but the north of the house stays at about 19. Now this would all be sorted out once the ventilation is in, that we're still waiting for. I did get in touch with the ventilation people, and they tell me they're waiting for some pipe bends to come in so they can stick the input and outputs on the ventilation. They've got probably 2 or 3 hours work to do to finish this, but they are still waiting. And I don't know if waiting is code for the fact that they've got another job on, or waiting is because things are being very slow, because this is Portugal. Now let's talk about the downstairs bathroom. So we have the bath, and we have 2 pipes coming out of the wall, and we have, if I can show you here, the tap. But our friendly plumber tells us that one of the washers is missing, and he was here 3 weeks ago, stayed for 3 days, got most of the jobs half finished, then disappeared and has not been back. So we are still without taps in the bath, and once we've got taps in the bath we can fit the shower screen and we could have showers down here, but unfortunately we can't. And what's more, although we have managed to fit the utility part of this room, we can't actually wash. So this is our washing machine, completely plumbed in, but we can't use it because of these pipes in the wall, which are open pipes. As soon as we turn the water on, water will come out of those, and that's because the plumber has left us high and dry. I'm not impressed. I'm outside now, and I thought I'd show you the perimeter wall, because the perimeter wall is nearly complete. On the roadside we've got a really, that looks like they have finished the top of it, and that goes down the side of the house. See, it's a bit wet today, but wet is good. It's filling my rainwater tank. Now here we have the what will be the gate to our front door, and we're going to have paving slabs all the way up to the front door, so I think that'll be nice, don't you? And this is for the heat pump for the pool. The pool's got quite a lot of water in it now. Not the right sort of water though. And here's the perimeter wall. And then there is the saga of the internet. Well, when I came in December, I thought the easiest and probably the smoothest route was to go to the Mayo shop in Portimao. Mayo is probably the biggest internet provider in the whole of Portugal. So I went into the shop, I changed my energy supplier, I ordered the internet. We arrived on the 2nd of Feb and the Mayo technician came on the 3rd of Feb. He came, he looked, he scratched his head, he looked again, he talked to the builders, and then he went. Apparently, we did not have the infrastructure, and I've mentioned this on previous videos. Over the next few days, the builders worked really hard and put in that infrastructure. So the next week, I went back to the Mayo shop and I said, the house is now ready. Can the technician come and fit our internet? And they said, yes, yes. We'll arrange it and it'll be in the next couple of days. The next week, I went into the Mayo shop and I said, you did not fit my internet last week. I asked you to fit my internet last week. Can you do it this week? And they said, yes. We'll put a note for the engineer to do it and they will get right back to you. And then this week, I went into the Mayo shop again and I said, it is now 3 weeks and you have not fitted my internet. What can you do to make it happen? And they said, okay, I have made this happen and someone will contact you. After 2 days, oh no, it was 3 days actually, I thought to myself, what the hell? Why am I waiting and waiting? They've not actually started the contract with me. They can't charge me any money because they're not offering me a service. So I went onto the internet and I went onto a website called Comprar Já, which literally means buy already. And it's a bit like the UK U-Switch. And I discovered that instead of paying €35 a month, I could pay €15 a month. Instead of getting 150 meg download, I could get 165. Instead of waiting for weeks and weeks and not hearing anything, they would come later this week. And I'm just waiting for that engineer to come and fit the internet. And then the world will change. We'll have solar, we'll have battery, and we'll have Wi-Fi. And it has been quite an education and an experience to live without Wi-Fi for a month. This is the little Zigbee monitor that I've connected to the power on the cooker. Based on what I've said in the last video about what the electrician has said about the cooker, in that if we turn everything on the oven up to full, it will trip the house. So this little energy monitor, which will connect to the Wi-Fi when we've got it, will allow me to work out what combinations are taking us anywhere near the maximum for the house. So, but even that is not as likely once we've got the solar and the battery, because they will take up some of that load and it will not trip the house. But if we go above about 25 amps, that's going to make the cable rather hot, and that's not very good. And So you ask, Andrew, what is there to finish? Well, of course, there's the bathrooms and the things I've already talked about, but there is also, if we look out here, they need to pave this, and they're not far off from doing that. They need to put the security blinds in downstairs. They're not far off doing that. They also need to do something which will really make this place look swish, and that is we are having glass balustrades all the way up and right up onto the oh, there we go, right up onto the landing, and of course all the way round all of both of the balconies. I know that's been ordered. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I think it will happen soon. Once the paving has been put in, they will work on the pool and they will paint the house on the outside. And once the house is painted, I can then put all the outside lighting on. But that will be for when we come back in April. Well, it's the last day that we're here now, and the internet company let me down yet again. So we've organised them to come back on April the 1st when we're here. The excuse they gave was it's raining. Well, it wasn't raining here, and it hasn't rained here all afternoon, but they insisted they couldn't do it today. I don't know. Anyway, it's been a lovely trip. We've enjoyed being here, and neither of us really wants to go home now, but we have to, and I hope you've enjoyed watching this, and there'll be another one in about a month's time when we're back here again, and hopefully that will be the one where everything gets turned on and everything is marvellous. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.